Hello, welcome back to the lab today. Today this lab is dedicated to Hannah, who wants to package a textile design she's done to send off to Spoonflower. So we need to have it so we can export it as a JPEG. So once you've created your yardage or your textile design and it's here in your swatches, we want to click and drag it out onto our artboard. You do need to check your size, and hopefully you've done the size and kept it consistent while you've been developing it, but I will do a second tutorial to show you how you can just tweak it if you forgot to do that at the start. Anyway, so the most important thing here is that you can see it is too big for our artboard, and we don't want to make it fit onto our artboard because this is only an A4 size. So if you were to hold up a piece of paper, that's the size of your design, and sometimes your design just is bigger and it needs to be bigger. So what we want to do with this is we want to click off our artboard, use our direct selection tool, so click A, our white arrow, and just click on the background colour. So I'll click on the blue, and we're going to go down to our layers panel over here, our layers window. Now this is, if it's not there, it can be found in your windows, but I do highly recommend that if you are on Essentials up here, which has a minimum amount of windows, if you click on Essentials Classics, these will open some of the main ones we use in our textile designs. And we go to our layers. Once we've got to the layers, rather than clicking on the drop down and going through your grouping, if we just go over to our menu and locate object, because this one is the one that's selected, and we go to locate object, it will find that one. And as you can see, we scroll down a little bit more, you can see that's our color field, and then that's our boundary box. What we want to do is we want to click, hold and drag and create a second one of your colour fill. This will give us a shape that we can now use to convert to an artboard. So if we come over here to the artboard, you can see we've got an artboard here, and that is this one here, this black line showing the artboard, which is the A4, but we want it to be this one here, so we just created a shape for that. Well, now if we come to the menu in the artboard and we go convert to artboard, can you see we now have a second artboard, and this now has the black solid line. There we go. So now I have just the one artboard, and this is really great because what you can see here is that we have the artboard with all of our art in it, and then we have bits that go over, and you can see that this swirl is included here and this part's excluded, and that part that's excluded is included. So you can see there's the true repeat happening. All we need to do now is simply go over to File and Export as. Because this is a vector graphic based on paths to which we add value to, we want it now to be a JPEG file, which is a bitmap, which is a picture made up of dots. So now we're going to go Export As, and you would come down to here if it was sitting on anything else. You may choose a TIFF file, or we're going to go with a JPEG. The really important thing here to select is to select Use Artboard. If you don't select Use Artboard, it will select all of the objects and export it as a JPEG. Whereas now it will just stay within the artboard, which we use that color background, which was our also the same shape as our boundary box, so it will give us that true repeat. So we'll go Textile Design, and we will put it on our desktop, and I might just put AA in front of it so we'll find it very quick when we're looking for that. So now we go to Export. A really important step in this is if we are having a JPEG file, it's really important that we save the color as an RGB. This will allow us to put it into a Word document, put it on the internet, all of that. That color format, if it is the same magenta, yellow, black, it can corrupt it. Now when you come over to Spoonflower and you're looking at the upload, they do recommend 150 dpi. It must be under 40 megabytes. So I'm going to go, okay, let's go to, I might actually go to other. I might just make it a little bit bigger, make it just so that we've got a clearer quality, and I'm going to go okay. Now when we come down and we try and find our artwork on our desktop, you can see the file size, and we've got this artwork, and you can see the true repeat is happening, and now this is ready for you to come over to Spoonflower, choose your file, come and find that document, and because we did it as AA, and you can go open, and now you can choose to, you need to come and confirm that you have designed this artwork, which I have, that artwork I've done, and then you can Once that's ready, you can then upload your file. So hopefully that helps you out, Hannah, and hopefully it helps out other people out there. Good luck, and I can't wait to see pictures of your beautiful fabrics.